Hey guys, it's Star Wars Junkman back at you with a new video, and guess what? Look where I'm at. I'm out of the toy closet. Finally, my family would be so happy that I came out of the closet. That's right, my daughter went to college a couple of months ago, and I said, hey, let's turn her little loft room into a studio or toy room or whatever you want to call it. So this is it. So I'm no longer going to be standing in that little closet anymore. I'm surrounded by Star Wars and a few other items. But anyway, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I thought I'd do a top 10 list again of rare Star Wars items. Now I'm going to stay away from the common rare stuff that we all know. Blue Snaggletooth, a Vinyl Cape Jawa, double telescoping figures, you know, stuff like that. We're going to go a little more rare than that. Something you don't see every day or every website that lists rare stuff has on it. So, but there is one here we're going to start the list with that's probably on everybody's rare list, but let's start with that one. The Balik's action figure is the rarest action figure, or at least common action figure there is. Only released in Brazil. This figure, you're asking who he is? He's the Aliens from the Star Wars Droids line. He was only released in Brazil, and very few are out there. In fact, I was going to try to get a common price of what he's going for right now on card. I couldn't even find one on eBay that sold or was listed. So that's how rare he is. He's pretty rare. If you're looking for this figure and you look on eBay, be careful. Because when I was looking on eBay to search to see what he sold for recently, there was a lot of customs, fakes, repos that looked real. I mean, the figure on card and everything, it looked like the real deal. Luckily, they said customs, but there's some people out there who might not say customs. So if you do come across one on eBay or at a show or something and you're thinking about buying it, please check it out before you throw it down, because it's going to cost you a couple of $1,000s.
No weapon in my hand.
The next one is another one that's kind of common, but I put on the list anyway. Number 9, IG-88, the large size action figure. Now you might know this as a 12-inch action figure. That's what most people call it in the collector's market. But if you look at the box, it's called large action figure. Now why is this one rare? Well, it's the only one from the Empire Strikes Back line. Sure, you have Boba Fett, but he was released in the Star Wars box. Only IG-88 crossed over to the Empire Strikes Back card. This line failed at the stores, and due to this, most stores didn't reorder. They were stuck with the stock they had. The Han Solo, the Princess Leia, the Darth Vader, the Series 1. So when it came to reorder new figures, no one ordered Empire Strikes Back. No one wanted IG-88. So this makes him by far the rarest figure, and being that he's only the figure on the Empire Strikes Back box, that makes it even more sought after by collectors. So number 9, IG-88. Large scale. Okay, number 8 is a little more modern. You might know it. It's a Lego figure. That's right. It's a rare C-3PO Lego action figure. This one's made of gold. That's right, real gold. It was a limited edition figure with only 10,000 of them made. And it cost about $300-400 at the time. And with gold prices going up, this figure is going to keep rising in value more than probably any other figure there is. He's C-3PO. He's gold in the movie, and he's real gold in Legos. Check it out.
Hurry up, Goldenrod! You're going to be a permanent resident!
Wait!
Number 7. Again, this action line isn't really in any kind of order, but here goes. Number 7. We all know about the 1978 Star Wars display that held Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, all the Series 1 classic guys. We've all seen it, but did you know there was an Empire Strikes Back display stand also? That's right, this is very rare. I've never seen one in the market. I've never seen one at toy shows. I don't think I've ever seen one on eBay. For what I know at least about 3 of them's turned up in collectors' hands. Like Gus Lopez, the great guys over at the Star Wars Collectors Archive. Check that out. It's the best Star Wars site for vintage stuff. But anyway, I know like three of them have shown up in collectors' hands, and I think those 3 came from employees with Kenner. But it's been out there. But it's rare. Again, it's just like the action figure stand that was made in 1978 for the Star Wars figures, although this one was made for the Empire Strikes Back line. Now let's talk corn. Corn! What? I did that again. I did that last time. We're not going to talk corn. We're going to talk coin. The Power of the Force coins. A lot of those are rare already because that's 1985 when people were getting out of buying Star Wars. So as you know, the Power of the Force line is rare. And a lot of these coins you only could get by sending out mail offers and get it. And the rarest Power of the Force vehicle is the skiff. Man, that thing's rare. And it's amazing. I love it. I've got one sitting over here, but sadly it's the Hasbro edition when they reissued it. But it looks pretty good, and it's going to have to make do because it's kind of hard to find also. But as rare as the skiff is, it's not as rare as the skiff Power of the Force coin. And to make it much rarer, there's 3 versions of this already rare coin. One of the variants calls it the skiff sail barge. Man, it took me about 10 times to record to get that out right. So you already have a very extremely rare coin, and then on top of it, you have 3 variations of that rare coin. So, man, so good luck finding that one. I looked on eBay, I couldn't find one, and this is another one I haven't really seen at a toy show, or I don't think I've ever seen it on eBay either. So this is extremely rare.
You like peanut brittle?
Yes, I do.
Well, here, have some.
Here's one that's pretty cool. We all remember the Darth Vader carrying case, right? Who didn't have that as a child? Sadly, I never did. I had a bootleg carrying case. Star Wars. That's what I carried my action figures in, at least the first 12. It only held 12, and after that, all my other action figures, I just left them in my Converse shoe box. So I didn't have a fancy carrying case. But the Darth Vader carrying case, we all know that. Is that rare? Not at all. You can find these things almost anywhere. But what is rare? The Darth Vader carrying case, painted gold. That's right. Before Kenner released the gold C-3PO carrying case for the Return of the Jedi line, they wanted to test market the gold plating they put on the case. You know, I guess to make sure it wouldn't peel and stuff. So they made probably about 100 of these and sent them out to toy stores. A gold Darth Vader carrying case. And it's very rare. If you were a kid to have one of these gold Darth Vader carrying case, you're a lucky son of a... Okay, here's another one that's extremely rare, and it's from a line that's already rare. The 3 packs are rare, if you ever see one. They did one that was a hero set, a villain set. In the Empire Strikes Back line, they did one for the Bespin set. They came with a Luke Skywalker Bespin. I believe Lando. I know, I should have looked at this before I started talking. And a security guard. Already, these 3 packs are rare, but the rarest of all of them is the Bespin 3 pack that has Luke Skywalker in it. Again, I checked eBay. I've never seen one on eBay. I've seen a few here and there at toy shows, very rare, but over the 20 years or so I've been collecting, I've seen maybe 1 or 2. And this one is rare, but I'm not going to throw it out there as super rare, but I thought I'd put it on the list anyway because I like the line and I don't talk about it enough. In the early 80s, Kenner released the Micro Collection. These were little die-cast Star Wars figures, and they were awesome. Now, they didn't sell real good. I guess kids were already buying all the action figures, and parents just didn't think they needed more Star Wars. And they wasn't as fun as the action figures, but they look great. And they did, they did a Bespin World. They did a Hoth playset. They were even going to do a Return of the Jedi line, but being that the line was selling so poorly, they canceled it before it came out. One of the best ones they did was the Death Star World. Now they did a couple other Death Star play sets like the Death Star Escape, but this was like all 3 play sets in one, and it's the rarest of all the Micro Collection, and it's probably the best one to have. It's a great looking set. If you have a display room to set it up in, it's going to look amazing in it, and it's just fun to play with.
What do you want to do today? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I asked you first.
Okay, here we go. We got 2 more left, and here it goes. This is the one on the list that George Lucas loves the most. Some people consider it part of the action figure line, but I don't. In fact, I don't even know why they consider it part of the action figure line. This is an R2-D2 that winds up and walks. If I have one right here, I'll let him walk across the table. It's a nice little item, and from what I understand, George Lucas loved this thing so much he used to give them out employees and stuff during the holiday season. He loved this little guy. It was released overseas, and it was released in Canada under the Kenner name, and some people call it an action figure, but I just call it a wind-up toy. The card it's on doesn't look anything like the Kenner standard vintage line, so I don't see how you can count this as part of the vintage action figure line. But like I said, there's a few people out there that say it's an action figure. It's not an action figure. Jabba the Hutt, that's an action figure. Windup R2-D2, not an action figure. And these are, I can find these on eBay pretty regularly loose. You're going to end up paying about $300 or more for a good condition one. Finding one on card, now that's extremely hard to find. I've seen a couple of them at toy shows, like I've said about the other stuff, but I looked on eBay before I did this video, and I could find some loose ones that sold, but I could find none that even sold that was on the card. Okay, this brings us to the last one on my list of the rare Star Wars items that's not so common that everybody knows. Like I said, like a double tip Darth Vader, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or a blue snaggletooth Yak Face, that stuff like that almost everybody knows, even they don't collect vintage Star Wars. What is this one? It's great. I've never once, since I've been collecting Star Wars, seen this thing. And I would love to have it because it's so goofy. It's Bib Fortuna, and you're thinking, Bib Fortuna, how can that be rare? That guy was on the Return of the Jedi card all over the place. For years, I thought Bib Fortuna was a woman, and me and my brother used to argue about it, but apparently I was wrong. It happens sometime, I'm wrong. So what is this? What's so special about this Bib Fortuna? Is it the red cloak one you've heard about? No, this one's known as the Colgate Bib Fortuna. That's right, what? What is that? Well, Colgate, the toothpaste company, released a toothpaste with a Bib Fortuna action figure with it. That's right. You bought Colgate and you got a free Bib Fortuna action figure. What an odd combination. I mean, I can kind of understand if it came with the Lando figure. I mean, look at the teeth they put on him. But why did they pick Bib Fortuna to represent their Colgate toothpaste? I don't know. I've never seen this, but I would love to have it just because it's so wacky. So if you see one out there, pick it up for me, please. I would love to have it.
Lynn is trying Colgate Winter Fresh Gel for the first time.
Hey, what a super-looking gel. Mmm.
That's a look at 10 rare Star Wars items, and I hope that you didn't know all of them and you learned some things here today. And I hope you like our new studio. Let me know in the comments below. I'm really glad to be out of that little small closet. Now, this is like a loft. The ceiling's right there. You know, I can't really stand up, so that's why I'm sitting on the floor. But hey, it's better than a closet. I got a lot of more room, and I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded by what I love, Star Wars.
Star Wars geek.
So, let me know in the comments below what you think about this. And do you know any other rare items you maybe wanted me to talk about? Or do you have anything rare? Let me know in the comments below. And until we talk again, keep your eye on StarWarsJunk.net. Why couldn't that Bib Fortuna be on Arco Fresh? I like Arco Fresh. Remember it had all the different colors on it.